Final game of the afternoon between Crane and Southwest. Both teams lost their first two games of the year and of the day as well. Southwest losing to Hartville 2-0. Crane losing to Spokane 7-6. Crane played the very first game of the day, and Southwest played the second game of the day. And it all comes down to this final game to see who will play for 5th and who will play for 7th. Score update as Seymour defeated Lockwood by a score of 11-2 over at Purdy. So the Purdy and Sarcoxy game will be starting momentarily. Pirates are the home team again today. They take on, once again, Southwest, former conference foe in Southwest. Their lineup looks like this. Not sure if you can see that clearly. And they'll face Malstead on the mound. Leading off top of the first inning for the Southwest Trojans, the catcher number 9, Tyler Meek. Tyler Meek is the batter for the Trojans. He bats from the right side. He is the first man to greet Seth Malstead in this contest. A lot of people have filed out from Spokane and Hartville. Pretty much everybody has. We'll be ready to play ball from Crane as the first pitch is going to be taken outside. Ball 1. To know the count to Meek. Holds the bat still over his shoulder. Malstead's pitch, he delivers. Swings and hits it over the head of Malstead. That's going to be a base hit. That's how the Trojans get things started here in the top half of the first inning of play. Courtesy runner for the catcher. I think it'll be 13, Jacob Pierce. Courtesy runner number 13, Jacob Pierce. Batting second, number 2, second baseman, Jason Foster. Jason Foster will be the second man that Malstead faces on the mound. No score between Crane and Southwest. The pitch, bunted, but it's going to be a foul ball. Strike 1. Oh, 0-1 is the count to Jason Foster. The pitch, bunted to the pitcher, Malstead. He'll throw it easily, and there is out number 1, and they move the runner to second base. Batting third, number 16, catcher, Logan Gregory. Logan Gregory, the batter for Southwest here in the bottom or top of the first. Scoreless here in the top of the first. Southwest is going to look to tack some runs on. They were held scoreless in their first game against Hartville. Pitch is skied into left for out number 2. Batting fourth, number 20, third baseman, Tristan Morgan. Tristan Morgan now digs in. Man on second, that is Tyler Meek. Two away here in the in the top of the first. Pirates scored at least 6 runs in their first game, but they were on the short end of the stick against Southwest. The pitch chopped foul towards the Pirate dugout. One 0 the count to Morgan. He was the starting pitcher today for Southwest against Hartville. He's able to keep him. He's able to work ahead in the count. At 2-1. Let's see if he can find himself on base upstairs, and it's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 away here in the top of the first inning of play. The pitch inside, and it's going to be ball 4. So they'll have runners at first and second with still 2 outs. Batting fifth, number 12, left fielder, R.J. Cutbirth. R.J. Cutbirth now to the plate. Alstead looks at his runner on second, delivers to the plate, upstairs, and it's going to be ball 1, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. Makes it 1-1. The next one. Ooh, a little inside. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. This game's starting about an hour behind schedule as this pitch is skied into right field. Right fielder has it for out number 3. But the Trojans come up scoreless. We head to the bottom of the first inning. No score between Crane and Southwest. Brady Klein leads off the bottom of the first inning for the Pirates. No score between Crane and Southwest. So this is day number 1 of our 9-day schedule that we have streaming here on Ozark Sports Report. All those games will be brought to you by Mamaw's Kitchen. We are still located right here in Crane, at the corner of Highway 413 and Dodge Hollow Road. Also, we are actively looking for more businesses to sponsor. So if you're a business owner within the Springfield area, generally within about a 40-50 mile radius of Springfield, we're looking for businesses as Brady Robinson digs in. Second baseman, number 25, batting second, Brady Robinson. So Brady Robinson digs in. Like I said, we are looking for sponsors within the Springfield area. We can have businesses from Ozark, Nixa, Republic, Springfield, Rogersville, as both Rogersville's boys and girls basketball teams made it to the Final Four. Nixa took third place in the Class 6 state third place game up in Columbia. Three balls, one strike as Robinson draws a walk. He gets himself on base. Batting third, number 28, pitcher Seth Malstead. So it's Seth Malstead to the plate. One out here in the bottom of the first inning as Malstead swings and misses on the first pitch he sees for strike one. Oh and 1 the count. Runner goes. There goes a throw down to second base. And Robinson is caught stealing. But he gets a high five from Britton Tucker. No way to get upset about that. You're just being aggressive out there. And that is what coaches love. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 balls and a strike now. You can be aggressive, but you got to be smart when you're running the bases. 2 balls and a strike the count. The pitch swung on and hit foul right to the screen. The 2-2 downstairs, and it's going to be 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to Seth Malstead. The pitch to him. Upstairs, ball 4, and the Pirates have another base runner here in the bottom of the first inning. Batting fourth, number 23, first baseman, Jake Murray. So it's Jake Murray to the plate as he swings and hits that one into foul territory. No balls and a strike. You say I managed to let him get a piece of it. Man on first, that is Seth Malstead, who drew a walk. As I stated earlier in the third game, at about the first inning of the third game, the most recent game, we were talking about how the Cardinals will look this upcoming season. I know Sonny Gray is going to be the starting pitcher. He'll go up against Pablo Lopez at Busch Stadium. And we all know the opening day festivities that happen at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Of course, you got the Hall of Famers, you got the Clydesdales. And the Cardinal players who get to circle the warning track in Ford F-150 trucks, of course in red. Batting fifth, number 30, third baseman, Lane Howard. So Lane Howard digs in. First pitch he sees, he's going to loft it over the third baseman's head for a base hit. One run's going to come in. That is Malstead scoring. As he was plated by Howard, ball kind of gets kicked around in the infield. And it's now a 1-0 Pirate lead here in the bottom of the first. Batting sixth, number 34, catcher, Cohen Cloyd. So it's now Cohen Cloyd to the plate. One ball, no strikes. The pitch swung on and tapped foul. These two teams have played each other in pretty much every single sport when Crane was a member of the SWCL. I'm not sure if they play them in volleyball or softball. Swung on, and that's going to be hit right off the end of the bat for a base hit. Another run scores. Here comes Howard chugging past third. He's going to make it in easily, and the Pirates, and look at that, the Pirates have got a 3-0 lead, but Cloyd is tagged out at third, trying to squeeze it into a triple. But the Pirates get 3, and we head to the top of the second inning. 3-0 in favor of Crane. Aiden Flippo, the right fielder, batting sixth in the Trojans lineup here in the top of the second inning. Pirates have done their damage and drew first blood. They lead at 3-0. A ball and no strikes is the count. to Flippo. The next pitch, swing and a miss. And the count's even at 1-1. Flippo tried to swat at it, swinging a high fly ball. Popped up. It's going to be caught by Lane Howard. He's got it easily for out number 1. Batting 7th, number 11, first baseman, Dom Sierra. And it's going to be Dom Sierra to the plate for Southwest. Trojans are going to look to possibly dig themselves out after that 2-0 loss they had against Hartville earlier today. $3-0 our score, as that pitch is going to become 2 balls and 1 strike. Now it's 2-2. Malstead kicks and delivers, swings and hits it out of play. That will be a foul ball. The next one, swings and chops it right to Howard. Howard bobbled the ball, trying to find it in the infield. And Sierra's going to find himself on base. Batting 8th, number 00, shortstop, Austin Toll. Austin Toll will be the man at the plate for Southwest. He is their 8th man on Coach Mann's lineup. One ball, no strikes account to Austin Toll. One away here in the top of the second. Swing and a miss. It's taken for a strike, and it is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that We'll get Malstead ahead in the count at 1-2. A ball and 2 strike. 1 out here in the top of inning number 2. The pitch swung on and hit to the shortstop Angel. Angel will flip it over to second base, throw to first. Safe, says the bases umpire. There on the double play attempt. And it brings in Aiden Barnett. Batting 9th, number 1, center fielder, Aiden Barnett. It's Aiden Barnett to the plate here in the top of the second. Pop up in the infield, sliding catch. Seth Malstead, as he came sliding into foul territory. That's how out number 3 is recorded. We head to the bottom of the second inning. It's a 3-0 Pirate lead. Cooper Brandon leads off the home half of the second inning for the Pirates. They lead at 3-zip. Still within reach of those Southwest Trojans. Swings and slaps it to the shortstop. And beats it. Cooper Brandon beats it as he is safe. And that brings in Turley Howell. Batting eighth, number 35, designated hitter, Turley Howell. Turley Howell will dig in. He's designated hitting for Cam Chisholm. First pitch to Turley, swings and misses. And it's strike one, 0-1. The 0-1. Outside, throw down to second base is not in time.
Curveball coming now.
0-2 to Howell. Swing and a miss, and Howell's down on strikes. And there's out number 1. Batting ninth, number 12, shortstop, Connor Angel. Connor Angel is the batter. He is the 9th man for the Pirates. The first pitch to him, swing and a miss, and it is strike one, 0-1. The next pitch will be taken outside, and it's 1-1. Angel can be a disciplined hitter. You know, he bats ninth in the lineup for the Pirates. Doesn't mean he's the worst man at the plate. He can always find himself to get on. The pitch, swung on and tapped foul. The 3-2, swing and a miss, and Angels down on strikes. There's 2 away. Center fielder, Brady Klein. So it's Brady Klein to the plate. The first pitch he sees is going to be taken for a strike, 0-1. The next pitch, upstairs, and it is 1-1. Three 0 our score in favor of Crane, as that pitch just got inside, almost got a piece of Brady Klein. Counts at 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the inning. The 2-1 pitch. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Drop third strike as Klein will head down to first. Brings in Brady Robinson. Second baseman, Brady Robinson. Brady Robinson digs in to keep the inning alive here in the bottom of the second inning of play. Swings and hits it the other way past the Southwest, past the first baseman, but it's going to be a foul ball. And the runners have to retreat. Brady Robinson, the pitch, swings and hits it out of play. That will be a foul ball.
Protect here. Here we go.
The 0-2. Strike three is there as Robinson goes down on strikes. That will send this game into the top of the third inning. Nothing much for the Pirates. They do get a couple men on, but they still lead it 3-0. Tyler Meek will lead off the top of the third inning of play between Crane and Southwest. One ball and no strikes to count to Meek. The pitch is outside, and it is 2-0. Pitch is going to be a ball hit on the ground to Angel. Sucks it up and throws it to first for out number 1. Second baseman, Jason Foster. Now it's Jason Foster. Pretty sure he lined out his last plate appearance. First pitch comes right down Commerce for a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 now gets away, and that's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. There to Foster. The next pitch, taken for a strike, and it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Outside, strike 3, and there's out number 2. Here in the top of the third. That will send in Logan Gregory to the plate. Catcher, Logan Gregory. Logan Gregory, the batter for the Trojans. Winners today were Spokane, Hartville. Crane leads Southwest by a score of 3-0. Here in the bottom of, or the top of the third, Southwest has given up 5 runs today. Let's see if they can chip into this 3-0 deficit that they have. 2 away here in the top of the third. Pitch from Malstead, swing and a miss. That makes it a 1-ball, 2-strike count. The 1-2 upstairs, and it's now 2-2. Excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Gregory. The pitch, swing and a miss. Tried to chase on a pitch outside, up and away, but he doesn't get to it. And we head to the bottom of the third inning. It's still a 3-0 Pirate lead. Seth Malstead will be the batter for the Pirates here in the bottom of the third inning of play. Halfway home here from Crane. It's a 3-0 Pirate lead. Pirates scored their 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning. Southwest has been held scoreless. They almost got a run back in I believe, the 5th inning of play against Hartville. That was in the second game today. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is taken for 2 balls and 1 strike. Malstead, I believe, got on with a base hit, I believe, back in the bottom of the first inning, but he goes down on strikes. First baseman, Jake Murray. So it's Jake Murray to the plate. Got himself a base hit as well back in the first inning of play. The pitch, swings and hits it in the air to the second baseman. He'll have it for out number 2. And it brings in Big Lane Howard to keep the inning alive here in the bottom of the third. Third baseman, Lane Howard. So it's Lane Howard to the plate. The first pitch he'll see, he will watch it, and it will be ball 1, 1-0. Next pitch he watches is downstairs. It's 2-0. The 2-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Pitch location is huge right now for Southwest pitching. Another pitch taken for a strike. Howard thought that was going to be ball 4. The 2-2. Now he makes it at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Very good discipline there by Lane Howard. He's 1 ball away from getting himself on base. The next pitch, ball 4, and he is walked. He'll trot down to first, and it brings in Cohen Cloyd. Catcher, Cohen Cloyd. Cohen Cloyd now the batter. The first pitch he sees will be a ball, 1-0. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning of play. Once again, Pirates lead it. 3-0. The pitch. Ball gets away. There goes Howard. He will make it to second, on the wild pitch. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Cohen Cloyd. The 2-0 offline, and Howard stays at second. So regardless of who plays today, who wins and who loses this game, they will both play on Monday. I believe Southwest, if they lose, they will play Lockwood. If Crane loses, they play Lockwood, and Southwest would play Seymour. But if Crane wins, they play Seymour, and Southwest will play Lockwood on Monday. Championship game has Hartville in it. 3rd place has Spokane in it. As Cloyd goes down on strikes, and we head to the top of the 4th. Another 0 up on the board. It is a 3-0 lead. Tristan Morgan will lead off the top of the fourth inning for the Trojans. Crane holding on to their 3-0 lead. Good pitcher's duel between Southwest and Crane, but Southwest had to cough up 3 runs back in the bottom half of the first inning. That was from their starting pitcher, Logan Gregory. Morgan started the first game that Southwest played. That was against Hartville. 1 ball, 2 balls, and a strike. There to Morgan. The 2-1 pitch. Swings and hits it in the air into left field. This is going to give the outfielders chase. It's going to fall into the grass. Morgan on his way to second base. He'll stop there at second. And it's going to be it will be a leadoff double. Whoops, here in the 4th inning. Left fielder, RJ Cutbirth. RJ Cutbirth is the left fielder for the Southwest Trojans. He is batting 5th in the Trojans lineup. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. The pitch, swing and a miss, and that is strike 1. Makes the count 1-1. One delivery to Malstead, swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike 2. 1-2 the count. There to Morgan. Pirates have the advantage. It's 3-0. The 1-2. Strike 3, and he looks at it. Let me tell you, that is going to drive a head coach nuts. Is going down looking on strikes. Right fielder, Aiden Flippo. Now it's Aiden Flippo to the plate. First pitch hits him on the helmet. He will take first base, and the runners will be at first and second with 1 out here in the top of the 4th. First baseman, Dom Sierra. Dom Sierra will be the fourth man to come to the plate for Southwest here in the top of the 4th. Pirates are going to look for possibly a double play ball. You can get one on maybe 653, 654, as that one's going to be popped up into into foul territory. There's out number 2. Shortstop, Austin Toll. Austin Toll will dig in. He's going to look to keep the inning alive here in the top of the 4th. You don't want to go down as the 3rd out, especially when you have your first runner in scoring position. Toll is also the tying run at the plate. Oh, 0-1 is the count. The pitch is inside. 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. The 1-1 from Malstead is downstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Recap the finals from today. It was 7-6 Spokane over Crane. Swings and taps that one foul. 2-0 Hartville over Southwest. 9-4 Hartville over Spokane. We're currently in the top of the 4th inning between Southwest and Crane. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swings and hits it on the ground to the first baseman. He'll toss it over to Malstead for out number 3. Nothing much for the Trojans as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is a 3-0 Pirate lead. Cooper Brandon leads off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Pirates as he looks at a first pitch ball, and it's 1-0. The next pitch, outside, gets ahead, it's 1-1, so it was first pitch strike and a second pitch ball. So far, a pretty close game, low scoring. Most of the scoring was between Hartville and Spokane, and then Spokane and Crane was where most of the runs were. The 3-1 swing and a miss, and it is 3 balls and 2 strikes. The next pitch, swings and hits it past the third baseman for a base hit. And Brandon will stop there at first, and he will make it a single. Designated hitter, Turley Howell. Turley Howell, the batter for the Pirates. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. One and 0 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Actually, the count's 0-2. The count on Turley Howell.
Curveball here.
Let's see if Howell can try and knock that fastball down, but he is now able to make the count even at 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 is the count on Turley. Two and 2. Let's see if Howell can make it 3-2. The pitch. Looks at it, strike 3, and that's how out number 1 is recorded. Brings in Connor Angel to the plate. Shortstop, Connor Angel. Man on first as Angel swings and misses, trying to be aggressive. And it's 0-1. The pitch. Is now 2-1, or 1-1, excuse me. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a man on. Now makes it 2 balls and a strike. Let's see if we can send Brandon on this pitch. The pitch outside, and it's going to be 3-1. Three-one delivery on its way inside, and it's going to be taken for a strike now. 3-2. Let's see if Angel can find himself and get himself on base, either with a walk, a hit batter, or a single. No, but he's going to go down on strikes. Strike 3, and that's going to send in the batter in Brady Klein. Center fielder, Brady Klein. Center fielder, Brady Klein comes in. He watches the first pitch come in for a strike, 0-1. Three nothing our score. Swing and a miss, and it is now 0-2. So far, this game has moved at a pretty decent clip as Klein goes down on strikes, and we head to the top of the 5th. We're just breezing right through. It's a 3-0 Pirate lead. We start the top of the 5th inning of play between Southwest and Crane. Crane has the advantage. It's 3-0. All the runs were scored in the bottom half of the first inning. So that's going to be an easy little ground out. Easy money there for Lane Howard at first. Catcher, Tyler Meek. The pitch is downstairs, taken for a ball, 2-0. The 2-0 from Malstead is now 3-0. Let's see if Malstead can get a strike. But no, he doesn't. He makes it go ball 4. Brings in the batter in Jason Foster. Will have a courtesy runner. Courtesy runner number 6, Christian Schaefer. Second baseman, Jason Foster. Jason Foster will come in. Christian Schaefer will run for the catcher, Tyler Meek. Trojans are gonna look to carve into this 3-0 deficit that they have. The first pitch is gonna be a strikeout or strike 1, They tried to get the runner there at second base, but they were unsuccessful. Oh, 1 is the count. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Throw down, but that pickoff attempt was unsuccessful. The 0-1 inside, and it's going to be 1-1. Almost done with the Purdy tournament here at Crane. Because Monday and Tuesday, everything will be shifting to Purdy. Here's the pitch. Swinging a chopper. That's going to go foul. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. The pitch from Malstead swings and hits it the other way. They're going to throw it to first. There's out number 2. Pitcher, Logan Gregory. Logan Gregory and Seth Malstead have done pretty good so far on the mound. Gregory is in line for the loss if Southwest can't come back. And that means Malstead will be in line for the win. That is if. That is if he is able to coughs up the 3-0 lead, but that's going to be left in the air, and the center fielder in Klein has it for out number 3, and we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is a 3-0 Pirate lead. Leading off the bottom of the fifth inning for the Pirates, the second baseman, Brady Robinson. Brady Robinson leads off the bottom half of the fifth inning of play between Crane and Southwest as he swings and hits one foul. Sun trying to peek through the clouds here at Tootie Parsons Memorial. He swings and grounds one just past the pitcher's glove, and that's going to be, looks like a throwing error by the shortstop. And Brady Robinson is on the air. Pitcher, Seth Malstead. Seth Malstead digs in. Runner on second. That's Brady Robinson as Malstead swings and hits a screamer foul. 0-1 the count. One away here in the bottom of the fifth inning. The 0-1 swing and a miss. That's strike two. 0-2 there on Seth Malstead. The 0-2. That makes the count 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count on Seth Malstead. He is the Pirate starting pitcher today, here in the final game of the Crane pool, the Purdy tournament, Grounder to the shortstop. No throw. And everyone's going to be safe on the bases. First baseman, Jake Murray. Now it's Jake Murray to the plate as the wind is kind of starting to creep in here. First pitch swinging, that's going to be a foul ball. 0-1 the count to Jake Murray. The 0-1. The 1-1, but they will look off to towards Jake Murray as the wind starts to pick up. Temperature right now 68 degrees. Under some cloudy skies, winds out of the east-southeast at 13 miles an hour. Looks like we got some storms coming. Grounder past the second baseman, no throw to second base, but they try to throw down to first. Another run's going to score. It's going to make it now a 4-0 Pirate lead here in the bottom of the fifth. Third baseman, Lane Howard. Lane Howard, the batter. One away here in the bottom of the fifth inning. It's been all zeros for Southwest. Pirates tacked on another run. It's 4-0. There goes a throw down to second base. Throw back to home is not in time, and another run scores. That makes it now a 5-0 Pirate lead here in the bottom of the fifth. 1-0 is the count. 5-0 is our score. So 5-0 is our score. The pitch swung on and hit the other way. This is going to be over the head of the second baseman for a base hit. Howard's going to stop at first. One run's going to come in. Here comes a throw to the plate. It is not in time. Another run scores. And that makes it a 6-0 Pirate lead here in the bottom of the fifth. Catcher, Cohen Cloyd. So it's Cohen Cloyd to the plate. One out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. The Pirates are starting to get the bats woken back up. They played a good game against Spokane, even though they did come on the short end of the scoreboard. And a nice play there by the center fielder makes it out number 2. I think we'll have a courtesy runner for Cohen Cloyd. We got a new batter. That is Cooper. That's Cooper Brandon now to the plate. As Coach Derek Mann will talk things over, get his pitchers settled down. As we have two men out. So looks like we're going to have a pitching change. And we'll change catchers as well. But we'll find out how they will position their players after this meeting on the mound. So new pitcher, let's see who the new pitcher is. I believe it is so it looks like it will be Aiden Flippo who comes in from right field. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Trojans, number 00, Austin Toll. So it's Austin Toll who will be the new pitcher for Southwest. He will be facing Cooper Brandon. He'll face Turley Howell and Connor Angel. Howell's who's been an easy target for Southwest in the field. And I don't mean it in the rudest way ever. New catcher, it looks like, is going to be RJ Cutbirth, who comes in from left field. And I believe the new center field or new shortstop will be either Logan Gregory or Tyler Meek. I can't tell who it is out in the infield. Let me tell you, those winds have picked back up. At least it's not as windy as it has been for the past few days. Left fielder, Cooper Brandon. after this Purdy tournament at the beginning of the year, the Pirates won't have any more tournaments this fall season, or this spring season, excuse me. Check. Got him at second. There's a spark for the Southwest. Let's see if they can propel them into the 6th inning. They are looking at a 6-0 deficit. They were able to catch Howard leaning. The 0-1 is downstairs, and it's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike there to Cooper Brandon. He's got himself on a couple times today. Once again, Pirates lead at 6-zip. The pitch is downstairs, and it's going to be 2-1, the count. The 2-1 swings and hits it in the air to the shallow part of the center field. Everybody's going to be safe here with 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's going to bring in Turley Howell to the plate. Designated hitter, Turley Howell. Turley Howell to the plate. The pitch swung on in a roller to the pitcher. Shortstop is trying to bobble the ball. Howell's standing there on first. And the bags are packed here in the bottom of the 5th. And it's going to bring in Connor Angel to the plate. Shortstop, Connor Angel. Connor Angel to the plate for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 5th inning of play. Pirates can end this game if they score 4 more runs. That's if you can hit a grand slam. And yes, grand slams have happened. 1 ball, no strikes. As Angel had to duck out of the way, it's 2 balls and no strikes. But if he can hit a deep ball, this game could end, or this game could make it 1 run away from a run rule. 2 balls and a strike is the count to Connor Angel. One out here in the inning. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and it is 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit a mile high. Should stay in the infield. The shortstop has it is able to make the catch. So Angel is retired. And it resets the lineup for Brady Klein. Center fielder, Brady Klein. So they erased the diving play that happened in center field, as it was actually I believe a fielding error by the center fielder earlier in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pirates lead at 6-zip. Bases are still loaded with 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss, and it is 0-2. 0-2, and it's going to hit him. That's going to plate a run. Not a good way to give up a run. As Coach Britton Tucker speaks things over with the bases umpire, or the home plate umpire, excuse me. So actually they're going to take the run off the scoreboard. And Brady Klein will come back up. It's 6-zip in favor of Crane here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 balls, no strikes here on this Saturday evening. Here at Tootie Parsons, we've been here for at least 8 hours. 8 hours of baseball here, swung on in a roller foul. Two balls and a strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. The 2-1 pitch. Ooh, had to almost jackknife it out of the way. The 2-2 to Klein. Inside, had almost got him. 2-2 is the count. Three balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if Klein can get himself on a walk or even a hit by pitch. Let's see. Outside, strike 3 as he gets him on that inside or outside part of the plate. But we head to the 6th. It is a 6-0 Pirate lead. Tristan Morgan leads off the top of the 6th inning of play between Crane and Southwest. 6-0 in favor of Crane, as Southwest has not been able to crack the goose eggs on the scoreboard. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Tristan Morgan. I believe he was a basketball player for Southwest. Pretty sure a senior for Southwest on the hardwood. Swings it and hits it on the ground to Angel. Angel has no problems vacuuming it up, but a wild throw. It's a throwing error. And Morgan's on for a throwing error. Left fielder, RJ Cutbirth. Pirates want to play some Want to keep the inning smooth sailing. 6-zip is our score in favor of Crane. The pitch downstairs. And it's going to make it a 1-ball, no strike count. The next pitch swings and hits it in the air, drifting into foul territory. One ball, one strike, the count to Cutbirth. Makes it now a 2-ball, 1 strike count. Southwest has had base runners today, but they've not been able to drive home any runs. They're also held scoreless in the second game that they played against Hartville. Nobody out here in the in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and down goes Cutbirth. Right fielder, Aiden Flippo. And it's Aiden Flippo to the plate, as Coach Britton Tucker will come back out, which I believe Malstead is out of pitches. A very nice round of applause he will receive as he comes back to the dugout. And I said it as the applause starts. Now the Pirates are going to have to go into their bullpen. Let's see if they can keep runs off the scoreboard. Southwest has been held scoreless through at least 13 innings of play today. If you count it, they played 7 innings, of course, in the first game, and they have played 6 in their second game. New pitcher for Crane looks like it will be Connor Angel is the new pitcher for the Pirates. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 12, Connor Angel. Connor Angel will take over the pitching duties with 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Once again, Pirates have the 6-0 advantage. They will look to possibly get out of this inning and tack on some more runs. A couple wild pitches from Connor Angel. One out here in the top of the 6th. Angel could be tasked to close the door on the Trojans in the top of the 7th. That's if Coach Tucker relies and keeps him in the game. Pirates won't be seeing Purdy either in the 3rd place game or the championship game. I believe that game is still in progress. Not sure what the score is. We're currently in the top of the 6th inning. Angel will be tasked to get 2 more outs here in this inning. And possibly take his Pirates into the dugout and give him give him a few more runs. They need 4 runs if they want to end this game early in the bottom of the 6th. The first pitch there to Flippo is going to be downstairs. It will be 1-0. Next pitch from Angel. Downstairs now 2-0. Next pitch upstairs, now 3-0 there from Angel. Southwest has one runner on. That's on first. That is, I believe, I believe Logan Gregory is on first. Or it could be Tristan Morgan. Downstairs, ball 4, and it's a walk issued there to Flippo, and that's going to bring up Dom Sierra to the plate. First baseman, Dom Sierra. Dom Sierra now to the plate. He bats from the right side. Pirates lead it 6-0 here in the top of the 6th. So first pitch to Sierra is going to be a ball, 1-0. Runners are at first and second. As Sierra watches one go. We'll watch one that's going to make it now 2 balls and no strikes. Now let's see if Angel can get a couple strikes, possibly a fly out or a pop out, maybe even a ground out. This is a great double play opportunity, because you can actually go 1-2-4 or 1-2-5. Takes it for a strike, and it is 2 balls and 1 strike. So yes, we do have a double play situation that could be possible. The 2-0 pitch is inside, ball 4. And now the bases are loaded for the Trojans here in the top of the 6th. Pitcher, Austin Toll. Austin Toll is the pitcher. As Angels has found himself in a little bit of trouble tonight. There goes the first pitch. Ball gets away, but the runners stay put on the passed ball. One ball, no strikes. Angel gets set. He's ready. He fires. Swing and a miss, and there is strike 1, nothing. Strike 1, 1-1. As he's able to make the count even. 1 out here in the top of the 6th, but the bags are packed. Ball gets away, but it bounces in front of Cohen Cloyd. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out here in the inning. Angel, he kicks. He delivers. Just outside now, 3 balls and a strike. So the shutout is in jeopardy as Angel could lose the shutout if he throws another pitch for a ball. The pitch inside, ball 4. And the Trojans get on the board. They score their first run of their game in the tournament. Their second game brings in the batter in Aiden Barnett. Center fielder Aiden Barnett. Aiden Barnett, the batter for Southwest. He is playing center field today. He also played center in their first game against Hartville. 1 out. Bags are still packed. Nowhere to put Barnett. Checked his swing. Did he go around? I don't think so. It's ball one. Coach Britton Tucker comes out. He will possibly settle down Connor Angel. Tell him let's focus on the strike zone. You know, you've already coughed up. You already had to cough up the shutout, as Southwest was able to get a run back. Gives him some words of encouragement. Says focus on those first pitch strikes, find the zone. After this game is concluded, we will be back here on Friday night. It will be the Pirates taking on the Sparta Trojans, former SWCL member. Now they're in the Summit Conference. Crane's now in the GOC Conference. As this is actually the first spring for the Pirates in the GOC.
Be confident here, kid. Let's go.
1 ball, no strikes is the count. The pitch.
There we go.
Takes it for a strike, and it is 1-1. One ball and no strikes is the count. The pitch upstairs, and it is now 1-1. 2 balls and a strike, actually. Pitch to Barnett, as that's going to tack on another run. Make it a 6-2 Pirate lead. That will bring in the batter in Tyler Meek. Shortstop, Tyler Meek. So Tyler Meek, who looks like will have a pitching change as Angel's day is through. He was not able to get any outs. We still have 1 out here in the top of the 6th. One out here in the top of the 6th inning. We got a new pitcher. That's going to be Lane Howard, who will take over the pitching duties. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 30, Lane Howard. So Lane Howard will take over the pitching duties, like I said. When Angel couldn't get a single out. But not his, so it just wasn't his day on the mound. And now it's up to Lane Howard to see if he can get the Pirates into the bottom of the 6th. It's been a long inning for both ball clubs. Started the 6th inning with Crane on top 3-0. And then Southwest had tacked on just 2 runs in their half of the 6th. Well, Crane actually tacked on 3 in the bottom of the 5th. And the Pirates lead it just 6-2. So now they're going to have to get 6 runs to be able to run rule Southwest if they don't want to see the top of the 7th inning. One out here in the top of the 6th inning of play. Like I said, it's 6-2 in favor of Crane. And Tyler Meek will be the man to greet Lane Howard at the plate. He's going to look to possibly split the lead in half. That's Crane's lead. And Howard wants to possibly get a potential double play. Let's see if they can. The first pitch from Howard is a tapper foul. So let's see. I believe Angel may have moved to second base. He played shortstop to begin in this game. 0-1 is the count to it's now 1-1 the count. The pitch to Howard. 2 balls and a strike from Howard. There to Meek. Meek, I believe, was one of the Trojans that played on the hardwood this fall or this winter. The 2-1 pitch. Swings and hits it in the air to center field. Angel camps under that one. He's got it for out number 2. Here comes a throw back into the infield, and it's not going to be in time. Southwest has just split their deficit in half. They trail it just by 3 at 6-3 Crane. Here in the top of the 6th. Pinch hitter number 13, Jacob Pierce. And now it's Jacob Pierce who will pinch hit for Jason Foster. 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. The pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1. Pirates at one point led 6-0. They lead 6-3. The pitch downstairs takes it for a strike, 0-2. The pitch upstairs and makes the count even, or makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Howard can slam the door. They're on Pierce. Pierce wiggles his bat up and down the pitch. Makes it 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch from Howard. Here it comes. Oh. I thought that was going to be strike 3, but instead it's a full count, 3 ball, 2 strike count. Runners are at second and third. First base is open for Pierce. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, and and we're going to have a rundown as one man is caught in between the bases. Howard. And he is tagged out on the rundown. And that disastrous top of the 6th inning comes to an end, where the Pirates had to cough up 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 6-3 Pirate lead. Brady Robinson digs into the right side batter's box here in the bottom of the 6th inning of play. A rundown ended the top half of the 6th inning for Southwest. And it felt like it took forever. With Southwest trying to make a comeback, they were able to cut the lead in half. But it goes to show, when you make mistakes, they are going to be costly. They are going to cost you if you make mistakes. 2 balls and no strikes is the count. Toll is back out for his 2nd inning of work, which could be his final inning of work for today. Inside there to Robinson. 2-0 the count. The pitch downstairs is going to be taken for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. So far, we've cruised right through this game. 2 balls and 1 strike. Actually, 3 and 1 now. So Robinson will head down to first on a walk. Shortstop, Seth Malstead. So with Robinson, he moved, I believe, to left field. That or he moved maybe to play third when Howard came in to pitch. Throw into second base, and he is not in time, or it's not in time. So he's in there safely. 2 balls and no strikes is the count to Seth Malstead. He started this game on the mound. He started the first game, actually, at shortstop. First pitch is going to be, second pitch is actually going to be a ball, 2-0. There to Seth Malstead. The 2-0 takes a strike. And it's 3-0. 6-3 our score in favor of the Pirates. The 3-1 swings and hits it a mile high. Shortstop backs up. He will camp under it and field it for out number 1. First baseman, Jake Murray. So it's Jake Murray to the plate for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates can possibly try and tack on at least 3 to get their lead back up to 6. They only have 1 runner on third. That is I believe, Seth Malstead. Or that could be Jake Murray. No, it's Seth Malstead. Nothing in 2 of the count. Has Murray, but he goes down on strikes. Brings in Lane Howard to the plate. Pitcher, Lane Howard. So Robinson's actually the man that waits on third, as the umpire will dust off home plate. Pirates lead at 6-3 here in the bottom of inning number 6. 9 hours of, about coming up on 9 hours that we've been here. 9 hours of baseball to start the 2025 season and the Purdy tournament, the Crane side. Monday, everything moves to Purdy. So it's like they're going to intentionally pass Lane Howard for Cohen Cloyd. Catcher, Cohen Cloyd. So it's Cohen Cloyd to the plate. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Southwest will be looking at their final 3 outs that they're going to have to look for. That's going to be a ground ball in for a base hit. That's going to plate a run. Makes it now 7-3 in favor of Crane. Umpire will call time. We'll have a courtesy runner for Cohen Cloyd. Can't really tell who it is. Left fielder, Cooper Brannon. It's Cooper Brannon now to the plate. The first pitch he sees, he swings and misses at it, and it's strike 1, 0-1. Oh and 1 is the count. There to Brannon, swing and a miss. Now it's 0-2. There to Cooper Brannon, the Pirates' 7th man in the lineup. The 0-2 swings and taps it foul, stays alive. Right now, 0-2. Nope, that's going to be they're going to call it a strike 3, and that ends the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to the top of the 7th. Final chance for Southwest to get at least 4 to 5 runs. They trail at 7-3. Logan Gregory will lead off the top of the 7th inning for the Southwest Trojans, as they are down to their final 3 outs, and they are facing Lane Howard on the mound. First pitch swinging is going to be taken, or will be a strike, 0-1. Looks like we got a score update. It will be, as it's a final in Purdy. Purdy will defeat Sarcoxy by a score of 6-0, and they will take on Hartville in the Purdy Tournament Championship. And that means Spokane will take on Sarcoxy. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now 2 balls and a strike to Gregory. No outs here in the top of the 7th, of course, as this is the first batter of the game, or of the inning. 3 balls and a strike to Logan Gregory. Three one to him. Outside ball 4, and he is able to get himself on base. And it brings up Tristan Morgan to the plate. Third baseman, Tristan Morgan. Tristan Morgan will dig in. He is batting from the right side. Trojans have 1 man out. Or have 1 man on, with nobody out. First pitch he sees from Howard is going to be taken for a strike, 0-1. So the games at Purdy are final for this Saturday slate. First pitch inside, 1-1. Or second pitch inside, evens the count at 1-1. There to Morgan. One is fouled off. Now 1-2. Let's see if Howard can get Morgan to So let's see if Howard can get Morgan to become a strikeout victim. The 1-2 upstairs, and it is now 2-2. The 2-2 runner goes outside, now 3-2. So Howard in a little bit of a pickle here in this top half of the 7th inning. The 3-2. Ball 4, and that's going to put runners now at the corners for Southwest here in the top of the 7th inning. And that will bring in the batter in R.J. Cutbirth. Left fielder, R.J. Cutbirth. R.J. Cutbirth is the batter. 7-3 in favor of Crane. A win for Crane will put them in the 5th place game on Monday night at Purdy. Runner goes. Howard stepped off the bag. Does some pump fakes. We're going to have ourselves a rundown. We are going to have ourselves a rundown, and they tag out Morgan, but Southwest gets a run on the board here in the top of the 7th inning. And it's 7-4 in favor of Crane. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Let's see if Howard can slam this door. One ball and no strikes to count. The pitch is now a 2-ball, no strike count. Howard will try and get himself to a 2-out top of the 7th. He's currently behind 3 balls and no strikes. Pitch from Howard. outside ball 4, and he puts another runner on. Courtesy runner number 6, Christian Schaefer. Right fielder, Aiden Flippo. So it's Aiden Flippo to the plate. Here in the top of the 7th inning, Southwest has scored 1 run here in the top half of the 7th. They trail 7-4. Howard flinches.
He's taking here. Here we go. Close strike.
Let's see if Howard can barrel down and throw a strike. Right down the heart of the plate. The pitch outside, and it is 1-0. Howard working in a key situation. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Throw down, and the ball was a little offline, so we're going to have a runner at second. Two balls and no strikes. Pirates are 2 outs away from win number 1. That pitch is going to be a strike now. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. The 2-1. Right down Commerce. That's going to be a strike now, 2-2. And now the Pirates are 4 strikes away from win number 1. And they can secure themselves into the 5th place game of the Purdy tournament as that pitch is rolled foul. Two balls and 2 strikes is the count to Aiden Flippo. Southwest, if they happen to lose this game, will put them in the 7th place game, I believe, against Lockwood. A 2-2. Strike 3 as Howard is able to get Flippo to look at strike 3. And now the Trojans are down to their final out. And the final man standing is Dom Sierra. First baseman Dom Sierra. So it's Dom Sierra to the plate. Can he extend this game, or can Howard shut the door? The first pitch to him is going to be taken for a strike, 0-1. Let's see if Howard can possibly get out number 3 on just 3 straight pitches, or possibly 2 pitches. Let's see. Outside ball gets away, runner moves to third, and he'll stop there at third. 7-4 is our score. Pirates lead it. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. One ball and 1 strike. Pitch to Sierra. Swings and hits it in the air to left field. This is going to be caught for the final out of the ball game. Pirates take the win. They were moving on to the 5th place game, and they will take on Seymour. And Southwest will move on to the 7th place game, and they will take on Lockwood. And that ends our streams for tonight. We hope you enjoyed these 4 streams today. Don't go away. We'll be right back from Crane, Missouri at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium on Friday, March 28th. We will see the Sparta Trojans take on these Crane Pirates. For one final time, I'm Adam Smith, signing off on Ozark Sports Report. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you back here on Friday night.